Hey all, welcome. Hope you all doing good. So today we are going to create a form layout using PyQt. So let's get started with the coding part. As I've already defined certain parts, so I'd like to explain on what are the above things that I have explained. So first thing, in order to create a form layout, we are required a few certain things, which is queue application, combo box, then we require a dialog, then dialog button box, queue form layout, grid layout, group box, QH box layout, queue label, queue line edit, queue menu, menu bar, push button, spin box, text edit, and QV box layout. So these are the certain things which I have imported from PyQT5.qt widgets. Then we have imported the sys one, and inside the class dialog, I've created a class called class dialog, and inside the parentheses I've used the queue dialog which we have imported. Here we go, queue dialog is there. So queue dialog, as you can see over here, so we have imported that. The first thing what we are going to do inside the class is, first we'll define number grid rows. I'm grid rows as a variable, and inside that I'm going to say grid rows as 3. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to create one more variable called number of buttons. Let's say I'm giving it as 4. So we did that. Then inside the in itself, which has already been which I've already created that. So what I'm going to do inside it in it, first thing I'm going to what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the self keyword followed by create form group box. Okay, so I have defined this one, and the next thing what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a variable called button box, and inside that let's use the queue dialog button box which we have imported, which is coming from over here. Then after that, inside the brackets, I'm going to again use queue dialog button box, then dot OK. So we have used this dot OK, and I'm also going to use a bar followed by queue dialog button box dot cancel. So here we go. Let's close the bracket. So we did this, and then the next step what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this button box which I have created, followed by dot operator, and use dot accepted dot connect, and inside this I'm going to use self keyword followed by dot accepted. So we did that. Then the next thing what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a variable called main layout, and inside that I'm going to use the QV box layout which we have imported from PyQT5.qt widgets. Then I'm going to use this main layout which I have created and use the dot operator, and then followed by add widget, and use the self keyword dot from group box. I'm going to use the from group box. Oops. So from group box have been created, and then I'm going to use the main layout again followed by dot operator and use the add widget, and inside that I'm going to pass on the button box which I have created. So button box has been passed on, then followed by, let's use the self keyword again, and followed by dot set layout, self dot set layout, and inside that let's pass on the main layout which we have created. Lastly, use the self keyword followed by set window title to set the title as form layout. So self dot set window title, and inside that let's provide form layout. Here we go. So we did that. Then let's define the from group box which we have created over here. So we are going to define that one. Let's create a method with the name def and then create form group box. Okay, and let's provide the self keyword inside, and for the first thing what we are going to do, we are going to use the self keyword dot form group box. Here we go. Let's keep this as a capital one. Okay, so I have used that capital one, so I'm going to use that, and then followed by equals to, I'm going to use the q group box which we have imported from PyQT5.qt widgets, and inside this let's provide form layout as the text. So after doing this, I'm going to create a variable called layout, and inside that let's use the q form layout which we have imported. Then let's use this layout and use the dot keyword and use add row, followed by inside the brackets I'm going to use the q label, followed by and provide the name as one of the text, and followed by oops so and comma q line. I'm going to use the q line editor as q line edit. So here we go, the first one is done. Similarly we are going to do it for some more, which is by using layout dot add row, followed by let's use the q label. Oops. So we use the q label, and let's provide as first thing as country, comma q combo box. Let's use the q combo box as one of the instance. So we are going to close this one. Lastly, again I'm going to use the layout dot add row, and again use the q label, followed by providing the age. So after doing this, I'm going to use the q spin box which we have imported and close it. So we have used that's it. We have used the three layout, one for name, one for country, and one for the age. So q line edit, q combo box, and q spin box have been all used as defined. So lastly, I'm going to use the self dot form group box dot set layout, and inside this let's use the layout which we have created. Here we go, all the stuffs have been defined, and here comes the main method, and inside the main method we have used the queue application, then dialog has been created, then sys.exec has been defined. So here we go, each and everything has been defined. So let's go ahead and now and run the program for the same and check for the output. So everything has been defined. I'm going to cross check once again if anything is left. So as we have checked now, everything is correct, and then all the steps have been already been defined. So there is no problem in the code. So let's go ahead and now run the program and check for the output. Now we are going to run the program. So here we go. As you can see, output has been displayed with form layout as a caption, and then inside this we have the name, country, and age as defined. So the queue line edit is taking place in name, and then combo box. Inside the combo box we have for the country, and for the age we have the queue spin box, in which we can by using the arrow marks we just define the age. And for the country, we need to define the different countries inside for the combo box. That is separate one. And for the name, we just enter the name as we want. So here we go. And we have the OK and cancel button. This is how we create the form layout for the same. So, and along with that, we have a lot of options that can be done inside the form layout. So hope the session was clear and you have learned about the form layout. And I'm again going back to the code to explain how the stuffs work. So what we did, we first imported the few required things over here, which is queue application, queue combo box, queue dialog button box, and each and everything which we have using the program. And inside the after that we imported the sys, and then inside the class we use the 3 rows and 4 buttons as like three as the grid rows and buttons as variable for 4, and then followed by inside the initialize part we declared button box and use the queue dialog button box and set this as OK and cancel one as one of the like button box. As you can see over here we have the OK and cancel as one of the queue dialog button box, and followed by we have the accept and reject that is already been defined. And we created a variable called main layout, and inside that we use the qv box layout, and we use the button box as in add widget, and we define the form group box as a self dot form group box. And inside so we have already defined the create form group box as a method name. So as you can see, create form group box, so we have defined it over here inside the create form group box, certain things which is inside the queue group box as a label of form layout, and the name, country, and age. In that we have used queue line edit, queue combo box, and queue spin box. And then we have the main method. So after running this like after the method is run, so this is the output we get. Inside the form layout we have name, country, and age, followed by OK and cancel button. So just try to run this code, you will get the output, similar output as this, and you can do the customizations as you want. So that's it for today. Thank you for joining. See you in next tutorials with other creative stuffs. So bye guys.